Today I am in Little Elm, Texas, and we are touring this beautiful model home, and it's about $650,000, but you could get almost $100,000 off homes right now. It's amazing. Let me show you inside this beautiful model home. But before we even get inside, one of the things that they do so well on model homes is just do the landscaping incredibly. So you wouldn't find this kind of sidewalk and this kind of landscaping in the home you're buying, but dang, it is sure fun to see in this model home. All right, let's take a look inside. This house is great. It really welcomes you in. This is a Perry home, and Perry is known for really high ceilings, wide hallways, and this particular house that we're going to look at is 2,500 square feet, but I mean, you cannot tell. You feel like you're in at least 3,000 or more square feet here. So it starts with your gorgeous office up at the front. This one has some music playing. We got some speakers. This is so cute. I mean, it is decorated amazing. This is a brand spanking new model home. They haven't even had their kickoff yet in terms of their, it's just launched, this neighborhood. So you are getting a first glance at this beautiful home. And of course, what we love about model homes is they always have the coolest decor items that you can get some inspiration from. So with this particular house, we'll talk about some things that are included and some things that aren't included. Now you come in this beautiful hallway. This would be a wall here, and this is where you would be entering from your garage, but they have the sales center set up here. So what we've seen in so many houses are these great mud rooms. I love a great mud room. It really is great to come in through your garage and have this little drop zone for purses, backpacks, whatever you have. In here, though, Perry does amazing job with their floor plans. Like I said, they make their floor plans seem so much bigger. So you come right in through the garage and this is a single level house. So you have your first bedroom here. This little bedroom makes me drool. I just want to sleep on this bed. They did amazing, beautiful bedding in here. It looks lovely. Now, one of the things you're going to see throughout this house is really beautiful light fixtures, and that is not going to be standard in the home. You're going to have either a simple fan up there or just simple light fixtures, and then you'll have to upgrade the lighting if you want it to yourself. This bathroom is going to have some upgrades, including like the lighting, the countertops, but I'm going to show you a bathroom in a minute that actually has like what you would get if you bought the house without upgrading it. Now, this particular builder, like I said, you can get houses right now for almost $100,000 less than their original price. But this particular builder gives you tons of money towards upgrades anyway. So you can really upgrade your house very, very nicely with Perry Homes. Now, this is going to be your laundry room. This is a nice size laundry room. You'll have your washer and dryer here. Probably not going to need a full-size printer in your house, so that would be where your fridge or freezer, extra fridge or freezer would go, but still gives you a lot of space. And so they do use their space really wisely in here. So you'd come in here, and then still to the front of the house, you're going to have bedrooms. This is going to be your second bedroom that we've looked at. This one they also have designed so well using a beautiful blue color in here. Look at the size of this closet. You got to come see the size of this closet. That's a really nice size closet. This one, of course, they accented it with a really great little wallpaper and some great paint colors. This is a queen size bed in here, so you're going to get a really nice size bedroom in here. Now, let's take a look at this bathroom. This bathroom is going to be a really good example of what you're going to get in the bathroom. This is going to be your standard bathroom. So they kind of made this one without upgrades. And there's a couple of things that I'll point out to you on this. This is going to be the quartz countertops. That's going to be standard, and it's going to have a thinner edge. So the thickness of the quartz is a difference there. The fixtures that you get on there, this one just has a mirror. This mirror is a frameless mirror, and then you've got your chrome light fixtures there. So this is a really good, I like how they did this because I like how they show you what your finish out would actually look like. Of course, all of this is upgraded, and they're more than happy to take your money and get you some upgrades in this house. But it really looks nice the way that they have it done. So this one is what we call a Jack and Jill, and so both of these bedrooms are going to feed into this bathroom here. They have this one as a standard bathroom as well, and then of course they have this room designed as a girl's room, as they do, and it is lovely, and it is also a really ample size bedroom. They do a lot of storage. You're gonna see that trend in all the new builds that we've been in, tons of storage options, and so this one has big, deep shelves, which we love in these homes. This one also has the tall doors, and I love that as well. So you got your hallway here, and then this would be a coat closet, but they have it locked. Here we have a little powder room. It's just a toilet and a sink. That actually doesn't come in this floor plan, but it's a nice addition if you want to add it. Come on in here. Gorgeous, gorgeous kitchen. I love this kitchen. You're probably seeing that it's pretty common here in Texas to have this kind of almost galley type kitchen with the long island that opens into the family room. So some of the things that are upgraded in this is an upgraded countertop in here. These again are updated light fixtures, updated faucet, and then the pulls on here are also upgraded. They're not gonna have the pulls in there. So pretty easy to add pulls aftermarket. The cabinets also, this is the stain cabinet, which is beautiful, which is trending. So lovely to have these stain cabinets, but the glass inserts are extra. So those are a good thing to look at and kind of evaluate what's extra in here. Let's see, we got a big, nice sized pantry in there. Lots of lighting in this house. I love all the lighting that they did in here. But I do want to talk about some of the things that are standard in this home, which Perry does really well. And it is these picture windows. What's a picture window, you might ask? Well, a picture window is a window that has no opening in it. And so see how beautiful and clear it is from floor to ceiling without having the bar in the middle. So you obviously cannot open and close these, but in Texas, we don't have super conducive weather to open and close your windows, so oftentimes people don't use them. So I love that they give you full picture windows, and that is an upgrade, and that is included in this with Perry. But if you are getting windows yourself and you wanted picture windows, you'd be paying an upgrade for that. So I think it's cool that they have that. If we go into the family room though, you're going to see this is a large sliding glass door, and you know it's going to push all the way back. Now that is an upgrade. What you would see here normally is picture windows, and then you'll have one door that goes out to the patio. This is an upgrade. It's a gorgeous upgrade. It's just become more and more popular in these houses. But if you have an animal and you're letting them in and out, and this is your door to slide in and out all the time, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. It's an upgrade, and you can choose if that's something that you want to spend your money on. Let's see, if I kind of come into this family room, this is what I would call like a cozy family room. You've got your sofa, your two chairs, lovely coloring, but you could see in here, see how high the ceilings are. I mean, 2,500 square feet. I mean, you're in here, it just seems like this house goes on forever. So they did such a good job. And then if I spin you around, let's talk about the fireplace. Fireplaces aren't always included in new builds. So this fireplace actually would not be here in a standard home. So this is an add-on. And then in terms of the tile and everything surrounding it, you're going to have a lot of options there. What we see a lot of times is when you add it on, the tile just kind of comes to, you know, right about the mantle height. And then of course it's extra, add the tile all the way up to the ceiling. But there's a lot of different designs that you could do. And we do get cooler winters here in North Texas, so I love having a fireplace. It makes the room nice and cozy. So I think that's a really good addition to the home. So let's see, so far we've seen 3 bedrooms. We have seen one of the bedrooms had a bathroom included, so that was ensuite bathroom. And then we've seen the other one that had the Jack and Jill. Those 2 bedrooms had the Jack and Jill. So we need to go see the primary. So that's where we're gonna go next. And of course we love the primaries. Such a great size room. So beautiful and tranquil in here. If you look up, you're gonna have wood beams there. Those are not going to be included, but what a nice upgrade. It's just a nice, simple beam, but it gives this vaulted ceiling such a beautiful look to it. Of course, they just do such a great job with bedding. You know, one of the things that I do for our real estate team is I do staging. Okay, I go do staging for our real estate team, and I tell people, like, your bedding for staging really matters. That's why in model homes you'll see always they have such beautiful bedding. But I always tell people, look, get like a little solid comforter or a little solid coverlet, and then pop a white comforter on there, some white pillows with one accent pillow. You don't even have to add this. This is just super luxe, and it makes a great punch, but making your bed and using some white and neutral bedding is a great, great tip for when you're staging your house to get ready to sell. And a lot of these things I've just learned going through so many model homes and selling so many homes, like what are they doing, what helps the house sell. So that's just a little bonus, because of course we're in real estate and we're helping buyers move to the North DFW area, but we oftentimes represent tons of sellers in this area as well. So this is an ample size room. You have your dresser, you have your king size bed, you have your little bench here at the end of it, so it's a very ample size room. Of course, always in primaries, they're doing some luxe things, like this one added wallpaper, which is a lovely touch. They added you know, draperies in here, that kind of thing. So I'm loving this bathroom. Let's walk in here. This is spacious. Again, I'm blown away at how much space this house has for 2,500 square feet. So if you look at this again, you have the beautiful windows here. They did the rain glass kind of finish on it so you can't see through it. You can see through it a little bit. You might still want to add a little something to that if you want. Oh, and we have 2 closets here. I love 2 closets. So you have a his and hers, and then your shower. Look at the shower. This is amazing. Now, what I like about this is this tile, the main tile that you see throughout here, is actually a standard tile. A lot of times they put a lot of money into these bathrooms, into the tile, and so when you go to pick them out, you don't have as many options. But here they're showing you a standard tile. Now, if you look to this back of the shower though, here is where you're getting an upgraded tile, and you could see this is a marble tile with like a travertine in it. And so anytime you're gonna start seeing like natural stones like that, like marble, travertine, you know you're probably getting into an upgrade there. But the way that they did this is smart, because they did this, you know, just on this back wall. So maybe that's an upgrade that you'd be able to do by just getting the luxury tile on the back wall, and it's a great idea. So you got another closet over here, like I said, his and hers. We love that so much. Okay, let's talk about you know, bathroom upgrades. So we went through that one bathroom, and not all model homes will show you bathrooms that are standard. They'll just put the upgraded one everywhere. So this one shows you kind of the difference of what the upgrades look like. You know, here, this is upgraded quartz. This is a thicker edge. They have the stain cabinets. You've got the handles or the pulls on these cabinets. You have, these mirrors are framed out. So normally you're going to see these just, you know, the flat mirror, no frames. And you've got upgraded light fixtures in here. So your light fixtures are going to be fairly simple from your selection. But like I said, Perry Homes is giving you, I think, $25,000 to go to the, when you go pick out your selections, and then you can use those $25,000 for your upgrades. And I was talking to Chris, one of the salespeople here, and she had gone to an appointment with one of her clients, and they didn't even use all $25,000 because they give you so many great updates or upgrades already. So, but in addition to that, they are taking more money off these spec homes. They're trying to move these spec homes by the end of the year. And so if you are interested in moving to the North DFW area and you want to get into a home at a great price point, now could really be the time. Let me tell you what else too. I think I've told you this about, we're in Lakewood Village. It is in a high growth community called Little Elm, okay? Little Elm. Well, one of the things that makes this like mind-blowing, seriously mind-blowing for North DFW area is this one has a low tax rate of 1.75%, no HOA. And so if you compared this house, let's say at $600,000 with a house in Pecan Square, you're gonna get a very similar house there. There's Perry building in both areas. A $600,000 house here is going to cost you significantly less than a $600,000 house there. So it just kind of depends on what you want, what area you want. Let your North DFW real estate experts, yes, that's me and Brian, help you figure out what best suits your needs. So let's see, what else have we not seen in this house? I think we've seen it all. I think we've seen the whole house today. At Blue Peas, we like to remind you that God is good. Jesus has forgiven you, you are loved, and everything is possible. Blessings.